helping better yourself, whether it be weight loss, breaking a habit, saving money, that can be difficult in itself, but helping the community at the same time, a win-win, right? What is possible and easier than you may think. Joining us now, the owner of the Princeton Club, Dave Gary. Dave, thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure.
So Dave, obviously it's getting closer, it's getting warmer out. A lot of people thinking about the summertime, whether they spend it at the lake, spend it at the beach. And of course that means bathing suit season. So everybody wants to look good, of course, which means weight loss.
Right.
Well, you've actually come up with something that's been going on for about 4 years now, which can not only help you lose weight, but also help the community as well. Tell me about the $1 Million Challenge.
Well, I grew up here in Madison, Wisconsin, and I own a health club in town, and we wanted to help the community out a little bit. So a couple of years ago, my wife, Jean, and the kids and I were watching a television show, The Biggest Loser. We started talking about an idea, and we at the end of that night, we said, what if for every pound somebody loses, or every hour they exercise, the Princeton Club would donate 10 pounds of food to Second Harvest Food Bank of Southern Wisconsin, up to 1 million pounds of food.
Wow.
And we thought, there's just no way, that's impossible, that's not going to happen. Well, I remember going over to talk to my dad about this before we decided. It's kind of a big commitment. And I went over to my dad and I said, what do you think about this idea? I mean, Second Harvest is an amazing organization. NBC, you guys have helped them for years with all kinds of different programs. And I talked to my dad and he said, David, there's something I never told you. He said, when you were a little boy, I had to go to the food pantry. And I was almost 50 years old before I ever heard that. And that was the moment that I said, I'm in full blast on this. And so we worked with Second Harvest and came up with a plan. And oh my gosh, what happened since then has been amazing.
Well, Dave, I do want to jump over to the statistics this year. We can pull them up real quick. They're just amazing. Now, over 5,000 participants and just over, 2 million pounds of exercise. I mean, that's just incredible compared to what you said started off in the first year. Yep. What was it like? What's the jump in?
Well, the first year, the amount of food that Second Harvest purchased to go out to their local pantries was just over 600,000 pounds.
Just incredible.
And the second year, it was catching on, and then it got to over 900,000. And the third year, it broke the 1 million pound mark. So last year, we said, well, we need to raise the bar a little bit higher. So we said, let's even go higher. Let's see what we can do. And so we changed the name from the $1 Million Challenge to the Multi-Million Pound Challenge. So we said, this year, we're going to make a commitment to go up to 2 million pounds of food. And you know what?
Yeah. And you definitely have raised the bar. Sorry, Dave, we're a little bit out of time, but absolutely wonderful what you're doing. If you want to find out more on the $1 Million Challenge, just head to our web channel. That's NBC15.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.